This retro tea break is supported by Fusion Gaming Magazine, a brand new magazine covering all types of gaming. It includes insights from industry veterans and articles from familiar names, like this guy. Oh, that looks good. The magazine fuses retro with modern, indie and even tabletop gaming, perfect for your own retro tea break and impressing the kids with your up-to-date gaming knowledge. Visit fusionretrobooks.com to subscribe or click the link in the video description.
Hello Cave Dwellers, this is a interruption to my normal style of video, as you'll immediately have gathered, and it's come about because, well, as you know, this is not a channel that courts drama. It doesn't cause drama for other people, and it actively shuns drama from coming into the cave itself. We're all about the machines, we're all about fixing the machines up and showing appreciation for them. But drama has found us this week, and I'll explain all in this short video. It's all to do with yesterday's tea break. So if you watched that, well, I apologise for the time that you spent watching that, as I'll explain now. It turns out our guest, Mr. Echo, DJ Echo, who appeared in that tea break, was less than economical with the truth, and that's putting it politely. Why he was, we'll come on to a little bit later, but let's just stick with that for now. And that makes me really sad, because DJ Echo wrote the music for Jesus on Ease, which is a huge Amiga demo. It was probably played non-stop in my bedroom on my Amiga for over a year, and I frequently revisit it even in the modern day just to get that nostalgia hit. And the tune which Echo wrote for that is just ingrained in my brain constantly. It's a huge tune, and I absolutely love that demo. So I was effectively meeting, or I thought I was meeting in that tea break, a hero, a real hero. And I'll explain to you how I met him initially. So I was at an expo, and I'm going to avoid naming names of expos and names of too many people involved in this whole saga, just because I don't want it to turn into a witch hunt, and I just want to lay the facts out as they are, and we'll move on. So I met Echo, we'll call him that for now, at an expo where he was appearing on stage as Echo, playing the Jesus on Ease music, so his own music effectively. And he spotted me, and he came and grabbed me and introduced himself to me as a fan of the channel and as Echo, the composer of Jesus on Ease. And I thought, this is great. You're a hero. Thanks for your music. What are you playing today? And we got chatting about his set, and he put on a good show, admittedly. He put on some great entertainment at this expo. And he said, I'll come and grab you later because I'm playing my latest remix of Jesus on Ease. Brilliant. Couldn't wait to hear it. I said, you do that. I'll get back to the table where I'm working, and I'll look forward to that. And sure enough, a few hours later, he came and grabbed me, and he played a great, great remix of the song that I knew and loved. I think I was playing Robotron at the time because it was in the arcade. The DJs were at the front of the arcade. So I had a great game of one of my favourite games on the arcade, Robotron, while listening to this amazing set. And so after all of that, I said, I'd love to have you on the channel for a tea break to interview you, to find out about those old demo scene days. And that's it. The deal was done. He went in the diary, and we communicated from there on after on Facebook to make sure it happened. Now, it wasn't smooth sailing. He cancelled on me twice. And it got to the point where I said, look, I have a commitment to the channel. I need to make these episodes. I have a commitment to my sponsor. I need to get these episodes out every week. So if you're going to keep bailing on me, then let's just forget about it and move on. A week later, he came back to me and said, no, I absolutely want to do it. I'll make sure I'm free on Thursday. We'll get it recorded. We'll get it done. Fine. Okay, so I gave him another chance. Now, let's move on to the interview itself. I could sit through the interview with you now and tear into some of the answers because, let's be honest, there were some very vague answers, very sketchy answers, and I still had no reason to doubt based on the way that I met him as a DJ at an expo on stage playing his music. Why would I doubt him? I guess I made excuses for his sketchiness, and anyone who watched the interview will know that he comes across as a man who, let's say, enjoyed himself in the 90s very much. So you kind of make your excuses. Okay, maybe his memory is not as good as it should be, but we'll make exceptions for that because we want to hear the stories of the man. We want to hear what he has to say. And He told some interesting stories. He was particularly vague about the demo scene days. Now, this raised alarm bells because if you look up Echo, and I've subsequently done this, I should have done a lot more due diligence, if you like, before actually having him on the show. But seeing him on stage as the DJ, I didn't have any reason not to believe. But looking at it since, Echo worked with a lot of demo groups, at least 10 demo groups in the scene. When I asked him in the interview, he couldn't remember any other demo groups that he worked on. He then moved on to talking about his career at Psygnosis and Sony, and into the present day at the Retro Expos. And he's been going to Retro Expos for a good 10 years at least. That was the first time I saw him at an expo when I met him. But friends of mine, chatters in my Discord group, have known him for, some of them up to 10 years, telling the story that he is Echo, that he is the composer of Jesus on Ease, and he was in the LSD demo group. Now, I released the tea break as normal, carried on about my business, and the alarm was raised when I got a message. We'll call the person who raised the alarm Mr. X, simply because it sounds more mysterious. So Mr. X sent me a message, and he said, "Who the hell is this guy? I know Echo, and it sure as hell isn't this guy." Okay. Now, at that point, it's one person's word against not just another person's word, but another person's appearance at a booking at an expo on a stage, playing their music and all of the rest of it, the 10-year history at expos and all the rest of it. So why should I believe this person? Well, the person who approached me is quite deeply rooted in the demo scene. They know a lot of people in the scene, and they have at times been involved in arranging demo parties and contacting those people. So they have an intimate knowledge of the demo scene. That was the first reason why I should take notice of this person. They also gave me a name of who they thought the real Echo was, a chap called Graham, and sent me their Facebook link so that I could see who this person was. Okay. So at this point, I left the video up because, you have to accept that people are innocent until found guilty. So the next thing I did was raise the issue in my Discord chat group, and that immediately, of course, turned into NCIS. There were people looking for evidence everywhere. It was all mounting up, lots of forks and paths that we could follow to try and prove or disprove this theory. And some crucial things came up. One being, and don't ask me how this person found this, but they know their material very well. On a 1992 disc-based magazine, they found an image of the true Echo from LSD, as I think he would have been 18 or 19 at the time in 1992. So we had a picture of the guy. Didn't look anything like Jeff, but okay. Time is not so kind on some people, so we'll make exceptions for that. But then when we compared it to Graham, the person who we're told is the real Echo, yeah, there's a likeness there. Maybe not in more recent photos, but he had older photos on his Facebook, so we were able to match it up and go, yeah, okay, this is the guy in the disc-based magazine. We were then able to tally up through interviews on the internet, things like the year of his birth, things like places that he'd lived. And so all the facts began to fall into place because we now know that Graham is the real Echo. And the Echo that appeared on the tea break, well, who the hell is he? I don't know. Is his name even Jeff? I can't answer that. Now, I did, at that point when we realised that Graham was the real Echo, I did pull the video then, with the full intention of making this correction to let you know what's going on. But it gets better. It gets better. It gets worse before it gets better, because I did go back to Jeff, Echo, fake Echo, whoever he is, through our normal means of communications on Facebook. And first of all, he ignored. Well, no, first of all, he said, "I get this all the time. Take the video down and I'll sort it." Okay, I thought if you're the real Echo, then that's a strange thing to say. Take the video down. You would defend it to the end, wouldn't you? This is me. This is who I am. No, he said, take it down. The next thing he did was blocked me, so I could no longer have any communications with him whatsoever. So when he did that, I thought, okay, it's definitely not him. As if I needed any more proof. It's definitely not him. So I've lost contact with that person in particular. Whether I'll see them at another expo or not, I don't know. But better still, we've made contact with Graham, the true Echo, and I've arranged to have an interview with him at 8 p.m. tonight. So we will get finally to the bottom of who the real Echo is, and we'll hear a little bit more about those demo scene days. And he says it's not the first time someone's tried to pass themselves off as him. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to hear what his story is. And as for the fake Echo, all I can say is I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to look into it anymore. He made claims that he worked at Sony. He made claims that he worked at Psygnosis. If any of these are true or not, I don't know. I get the impression from having met him, having spoken to him, and having seen his Facebook profile that he is perhaps not the most well man. And for that reason, I would encourage none of you to go and chase him up. You know, we don't want a witch hunt or anything like that. I think we should probably just let it be, leave him be, and look forward to talking to the real Echo, because that's the most important thing. Getting to the truth, getting to the bottom of the stories, the people, the heroes, to actually meet the real hero behind the demo and the music that I love. I'm not going to let what's happened taint it. I was angry at first that someone had lied to me and to us, and that I'd wasted 1,000 people's time who had watched the video, a 20-minute video. That's a lot of time wasted. So again, I'm sorry guys that you watched that, and hopefully you'll take the time to watch the real interview when I bring it out. And a lesson has been learned. The one thing I will do, because I say we've got to leave this guy alone, but I will talk to my contacts at the expos I've been to, just to let them know what's happened, because if he's making money by passing himself off as someone who he isn't, okay, that's out of order. We need to put a stop to that. But as for the rest of it, we'll just let it lie. So I hope that all makes sense, and we'll get back to normal scheduled programs now. I'm working on a Trash to Treasure on this little beauty, the Martel Aquarius, so that'll be out soon. And yeah, thanks for taking the time to listen. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you've got anything else to add, or if you've got any questions about the whole experience. And it is an experience that I think me, as a growing YouTube channel, didn't need to go through, but I've certainly learned a lesson from. Okay, until next time, take care. Bye-bye.